what does a teacher do? Well, you have a lot of different roles like you always do. And in mathematics, though, sometimes we find, because we as teachers often got very little. I learned most of the math. I learned and most of the math about teaching kids after I started teaching kindergarten and learned it from interacting with kids and the dealing with things. When I was in school, the math was so often taught of kids in rows and sit in seats and the teacher told you what to do and you were supposed to copy that, that I didn't have a very good model myself for helping kindergarten kids creatively learn mathematics. And I find that a lot of teachers, because they haven't had very good experiences in mathematics either, feel a little uncomfortable with teaching math and therefore see math has got right and wrong answers. So I had better show my kids what to do and then we get away from math and then we can play. But it doesn't have to be like that on any score. The teacher has to, of course, do whole group activities with kids and small group activities with kids to really do some of the instruction. But there again, the role, it's very easy to slip into, you play back those tapes of when I was in school with mathematics and you just try to get the kids to do it right and you show them how to do it. But we should recognize that kids can be very creative. Kindergarten kids can address some really interesting mathematical problems. Taking just one example, just an arithmetic problem or the like, 5 plus 8, how do you solve that? You don't have enough fingers. So I tried to count 8 and then I just didn't have enough to do these. Instead of bursting in and say, don't use your fingers, here's blocks and you could lay those out, how would you solve that? What do you guys think? Some kids will say, well, I just put 8 in my head and then 5 more. So then the 8 in my head, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Other kids will say, well, I got 8. Somebody else make 5, and we'll count them all up together. Good, good. That's it. So kids, the research shows that the more strategies kids invent on their own to solve mathematical problems, the better off they are and the more mathematics they learn. So don't feel the need to always step in. Your main task is to give kids interesting tasks that are right at the edge of their competence. Step back and let them solve the problems. Talk to them about it. If you've got kids who are really not getting it, reduce the complexity of the problem. Reduce the numbers that are involved in the problem. Still give them the chance to step up.